The curve of forgetting describe how humans retain or get rid of information we take in. So this is what it means, right? On day one, so this is the beginning. You know nothing about this topic. So at 0% that you know anything. So by the end of the training, you reach 100%. That is day one. So what you learn, the 10 things you learn, the 7 things you learn, when you reach to day 2, if you have done nothing with the information you learned in that lecture, you didn't think about it again, read it again, you have lost 50% to 80% of what you learned. You have lost 50% to 80% of what you learned. Our brains are constantly recording information on a temporary basis. Scraps of conversation heard on the sidewalk, what the person in front of you is wearing. Because the information isn't necessary, it doesn't come up again. Our brain dump it all off. Along with what was learned in the lecture, that you actually do want to hold on it. Now watch this. By day 7, we remember even less, and by day 30, we retain about 2 to 3% of the original training. By day 30, 2 to 3%. So what does that mean? It means that it's as if you never seen this before in your life when you are studying the exam. You may need to actually relearn it from scratch. The good news is that you can change the shape of the curve. You can change the shape of the curve. Reprocessing the same chunk of information sends a big signal to your brain to hold on to that data. When the same thing is repeated, your brain says, "Oh, there it is again. I better keep that." When you're exposed to the same information repeatedly, it takes less and less time to activate the information in your long-term memory, and it becomes easier for you to retrieve the information when you need it. Here's the formula and the case for making time to review material. Within 24 hours of getting the information, spend 10-minute reviews being, and you will raise the curve almost to 100% again. A week later, it only takes 5 minutes to reactivate the same material. By day 30, your brain will only need 2 to 4 minutes to give you the feedback. Yes, I know that. Often students feel they can't possibly make time for a review session every day in their schedule. They have trouble keeping up as it is. However, this review is an excellent investment of time. If you don't review, you will need to spend 40 to 50 minutes relaying each hours of material later. Do you have that kind of time? Craving rarely store information in your long-term memory successfully, which makes it harder to assess the material for assignments during the term exam preparation. Depending on the course load, the general recommendation is to spend an hour and half an hour or so every weekday, and 1.5 to 2 hours every weekend in review activities. Perhaps you only have time to review 4 or 5 days of a week, and the curve stays at about a mid-range. That's okay. It's a lot better than the 2 to 3% you will have retained if you haven't reviewed at all. Many students are amazed at the difference reviewing regularly makes in how much they understand and how well they understand and retain a material. It's worth experimenting for a couple of weeks just to see what difference it makes to you. So this is the curve. If you do a review of 10 minutes, you can retain at 100%. On day 7, you do a review for 5 minutes. And at the day 30, you take 2, 3, 4%. 2 to 4 minutes, you can retain it at close to 100% of what you learn. Rather than you need to spend another 40-50 minutes to relearn for each hour's material later. So which one you want? Thanks for watching, and this article is from University of Waterloo. God bless you. God bless Asia.